Beautiful blooms are filling historic Studio D this afternoon, and lucky for you, they're not going to trigger your allergies through the TV screen. Isn't it great how that works? Gardening expert Ginny with the University of Maryland Extension Office is joining us this afternoon to talk spring gardening. Oh my goodness, you have set us up. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me, and I brought a garden for you.
You have? What have you got? Now, see, here's the thing. You and I have had this discussion before. Where I live, I want to have a garden, but we've got a whole bunch of trees, so there's not a whole lot of sunlight except like right around the porch.
Okay, so everything from here all the way to here is all for the shade. So there's lots of colors and textures that you can go ahead that will thrive in the shade. If you like flowers, the New Guinea Impatiens does a beautiful job. Look at the color on that. Isn't that fabulous? And you can have a small container that would fit in containers or window boxes or something like that. Right. Or if you wanted just to plant it in your landscape, you could go ahead and use the 4-inch and it'll take maybe half the summer to get big. Or just go ahead and get a hanging basket, take the plant out of the hanging basket and plant it in the garden, instant garden.
And I don't have to have sunshine, a lot of sunshine for this side of the table.
Exactly. Oh, they have these awesome things like coleus. Look at these monster leaves on that. But where there's also just different colors and textures of colors. There's just so much to choose from. And then in terms of flowers, again, the dahlias like a little bit of shade also, and they just bloom all summer. And this little guy right here, this is called Persian Shield. It gets really tall, so I planted that with the dahlia and then Moses in a boat. But you could go ahead and do that in a window box. You could do it in a container, or you could even do it outside, like right in front of your door, and go, wow, look at that.
I was going to ask you about a window box because we were thinking about doing a window box. When we hung them under the eaves, we've successfully killed them all. Would a window box work? What could I do?
Oh, absolutely. And I think the neat thing about a window box is closer to where you see it every day rather than hanging up there. So you can tell to see, is it wet? Is it dry? Oh, maybe I should water it. And then all the things you choose are close to eye level, so you can go ahead and really enjoy
now, this
the
is
colors.
In the sunshine, where we
would
in
the sun.
Yeah.
Oh, we can choose from anything over here. You can go ahead. These would be the thrillers, the tall, spiky ones, and there's so many. There's Angelinas, plain and gorgeous, and then we have these spillers like the Calabacopa. These are like miniature petunias. Sometimes they're called million bells. Love the sun. Cascade down, self-cleaning. You don't have to do a single thing. And then they have all kinds of beautiful things like the Vinca really loves heat and drought. And all these things are heat and drought tolerant. And to kind of lighten it up, add some of the white, just kind of like sorry.
Right, this one right
Yes,
here?
that one right there. And I just love the way it kind of like acts like baby's breath.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So it just sort of lightens and brightens it.
What did you call this, thrillers?
Thrillers, spillers, and fillers. Yes, it's kind of fun.
So I could do this in a window box and it work
Absolutely. And we have like marigolds hiding back there, the bright yellow ones, and they will go with anything blue, which is real pretty, and they're very drought tolerant. And something as tiny as that might take like another month for it to get nice and big, a little bit of fertilizer, full sun, and it's going to be this big. It'll be fabulous.
What is this over here?
Well, that's really cool. That is a hibiscus tree, and that kind of makes a statement. If you have sun, you can put it right in the ground, or you can put it in a container. That just keep in mind, the larger the container, the bigger and happier it gets.
Okay.
It is a tropical, so it's not going to survive over the winter. And I don't really say bring it inside because it can be a magnet for things like aphids and spider mites. So enjoy it outside where the nature predators kind of take everything, keep everything in balance. So there's a little bit there, and they eat enough to make sure that their babies have more and that kind of stuff. So all of this stuff, though, I mean, like you could go ahead and play with it, shade, sun, put it all together.
Ginny, as always, you have done a fantastic job of how I can make my house pretty. Thanks to you. Thank you so much for sharing this.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely wonderful.